All right, now we'll talk about the major pentatonic scale. So if you remember from the minor pentatonic video, penta being 5. So the pentatonic scales are not diatonic scales. The diatonic scales, like the major scale and the minor scale that we talked about earlier, they have 7 pitches in them. They each have their own formula, but there are 5 whole steps and 2 half steps in each of those scales. In the pentatonic scales, we're talking about 5 pitches. So in this major pentatonic scale, this is the formula. You start on a root, you go up a whole step, which is 2 frets, up a whole step, up a minor third, which is 3 frets, or a whole step plus a half step, up a whole step, up a minor third, and you arrive back at your octave there. So if you remember from the major scale, it had its own formula and it had 2 more notes. It went A, B, C sharp as well, just like major pentatonic. But the major scale has a D note in it. And then it has an E as well. It did have an F sharp. Now this is where it differs again. The major scale has a G sharp. The major pentatonic does not. So these 2 notes, just like in the minor scale, what was different was 2 notes missing. So minor has 2 more notes than minor pentatonic. Major has 2 more notes than major pentatonic. So let me show you how to play the scale in the open position. So we start on a root note. We'll start on A. We go up a whole step to B. So on the 5th string, open 2nd fret. Now we need to go up another whole step. C sharp. Now we go up a minor third. 4th string, 2nd fret is E. F sharp is the whole step. So we've gone up from E to F sharp, 2 frets. Now we go up the minor third to A. So play this on 1 string like we did minor. Whole, whole, minor third, 3 frets, whole, minor third. So keep in mind, just like the other scales, you don't want to drive yourself crazy yet. I wouldn't recommend it, trying to memorize all of this stuff, but you want to start playing around with it. Try these different scales up the neck so you get a sense of how they're different from one another, how they're similar, and this will also help you to learn the guitar neck and start thinking about the neck horizontally, vertically, playing on 1 string, going across the neck, because thinking about these formulas is a really great way to start organizing the neck, and you'll find these notes in chords. That's where chords come from, is taking a scale and harmonizing the notes together. So maybe it's just a little practice routine, 5 minutes a day. You grab one of the scales we've talked about in any key, because remember, the formula stays the same. If you start on a different note, you will get different notes within that scale, but you're not altering the formula. You're not altering this relationship, the intervals, the distance between these notes. So to play a major pentatonic scale, you start on any note. You go up a whole step, up a whole step, up a minor third, up a whole, up a minor third. So that's the major pentatonic scale. How it relates to the major scale, which is a diatonic scale, 7 pitches, not 5. 5 whole steps, 2 half steps. Where here we have there's your whole steps and then 2 minor thirds. So play around with it. Just stay in the open position until you get comfortable with it, and then maybe start moving it around the neck. Even if you don't know the fret names on the neck, this is a great way to get the sound of it in your ear. So you're working on your ear training and tuning your ear to these different sounds between like a major scale and a minor scale. is the third. Minor scale will have a flatted third. Major scale has a major third. So even though if you don't know the fret names, you don't know the name of what note you're playing, if you follow this relationship, you can start working on your ear training right away. So yeah, that's it. That's a major pentatonic scale. And in the next video, I'll kind of show you a trick to playing a major scale and a minor scale in an area of the neck where you can maybe see it in a common pattern, and get you to kind of help think about them a little differently and see them, see the shape. All right, see you next time.